Alright, so I wanted to kind of go over a couple different things I got going on here. Kind of demo some components and some products. So, first let's talk about a wireless remote. So this here was, I think, like $8 on AliExpress. I think they're about $12 on eBay. It's pretty generic, right? It doesn't look that pretty, but it gets the job done. The remotes comes with two remotes, high quality remotes, nice button feel, solid, heavy, real nice. None of that, old school junk that you see with the little slide up silver covering plate and the little A, B, C, D round buttons. That's crap. These here, honestly, for $8, requires minimum wiring to get them to work. It's simply 4 relays here on a circuit board with a RF receiver. Basically what you do is you have 2 pins for power and ground. Then you bridge the power to all the commons on each one of these blocks here. And what that's basically doing is giving power to each one of the 4 possible outputs. And then when you open that output, whatever device is coming out of the last pin, the power is bridging and you're getting the 12 volts out to your device, and then you're closing the relay. So, again, and I'll stress this again, $8, guys, freaking $8. AliExpress, eBay, whatever. They are literally probably the same thing as these $20+ Anzos, which are also nice. Don't get me wrong, but look at the key fob. Look familiar? Now the box, the actual box, it's a little bit better, higher quality, a little bit nicer, I guess. It's also probably twice as big. Comes with some nice fused wiring and whatnot. But I mean, $20-$30 versus $8. I mean, come on. I also tried the Speed Tech lights. Module's nice. Nice wiring. It's all aluminum. It's all metal. All encased. But the remote is garbage. It's plastic. You get 6 outputs, but I mean, the letter came off. They kind of stick. Buttons kind of stick. It does have feedback, so it tells you when that output is actually on versus not on. But again, just the button feel and everything else about it negates having that awesome experience. I loved it, and then I started to hate it. They're kind of expensive too. I think that was like $40, maybe a little cheaper. Anyway, so let's put this here back together, and let's kind of hook it up and see what we got going on. And what we'll do is we'll go over the next product, Strobe controller. And then what we can also do is we'll hook up maybe some profile prism demon eyes or something, or halos or something, and we'll kind of hook them all up to the remote and play with them. Show how you can, do different components all with one remote. Alright, so here's the Rigid Industries LED lighting solid state LED flasher. I think it's about $40 on Amazon. There's a crap load of different LED flashers out there. This isn't cheap, but it's not too expensive. It is nicely made, though. I mean, it's high quality. It's fully potted. They give you plenty of wire length. It has features. You can go through different patterns. So it's worth the $40, I guess, compared to other stuff out there. Basically, you have a power and a ground that you need to give this module power. Then you have a yellow and a blue that would go to 2 different lighting devices, a left and a right headlight perhaps. And then you also have a white wire, which is what you give momentary power to basically cycle through the modes. So I've already kind of hooked a bunch of stuff up here. I'll just kind of go through and kind of demo it. So the remote, like I said before, the remote's really nice, high quality, nicely made. So if we turn on output A, we have that device light up. Turn it off. You can also hear the relay clicking on and off. It's pretty much immediately responsive, and it's nice. Turn that on. Turn that one on. Alright. I'm going to fire up the projector. Turn them all on. Toggle the strobe module. You can kind of override the strobe module if you wanted to kind of put constant power on one or the other. And then the momentary switch that I talked about, I kind of just have that go into a little push button switch. So when you give this momentary power, it'll basically change the strobe mode. So it's kind of doing a synchronized flash and then an alternate flash. So let's give that power. Now you can see it's basically only doing an alternate flash, and it's kind of doing it slow, and then it speeds up. Another mode. Looks like it's about the steady alternating flash. Another mode. I think the last mode kind of goes through all the modes, but it's hard to, it's only the only annoying thing, I guess. It's kind of hard to know what mode you're on because they're all so kind of similar. But anyway, hope this helped anyone, learn about these products and where to get them and how much they cost and the quality of them. So check back for more videos. I'm going to do some more work on the taillights here and kind of going over the internals of these maybe later tonight, and then I think maybe tomorrow if I have time we'll go over this bad boy here. Ghosting high power LEDs. I know it looks like a mess. Obviously you wouldn't really use a breadboard to do all this, but for the ease of temporary wiring, it was the fastest, simplest option just to figure some of this stuff out.